TV, and we hope you enjoyed the countdown episode from earlier on. Well, now it's time to count on down to Children's GBC with George Buxton, as he gets to present some programs. And we have another Children's GBC premiere this time. At this time, it's about a new character that's coming to Children's GBC, in which we will find out soon enough. So here's George Buxton as a presenter to you for today. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, I don't know about you, but here we are on Wednesday. Now, because today we have another Children's GBC premiere. At this time, we have a new character called Joshua Jones, in which is coming to Children's GBC later on this afternoon. Yeah, well, that's something to look forward to. And just a reminder, it's another short-lived series, and as much as we already premiered Gran about 2 days ago now, and the same with the Blue Racer, which we will have later on this afternoon. But anyways, now, first program to begin with is going to be Sodor Railway Tales, and today's story is called Toad Stands Up, which I'm going to do right now.
Excuse me, that doesn't mean you have to stand up, literally. Get your very bottom back here.
Ow! Alright, I'll sit back down. Ow! Anyways, enjoy Sodor Railway Tales, everyone. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Toad stands by. When Oliver came home again, the trucks sang rude songs.
And there'll be some more stories from Sodor Railway Tales' original version, probably on Thursday. But back to today, Harry Jeremy is coming up next here on Children's GBC. And that was Sodor Railway Tales. Yeah, well, I think that the truck's name was Toad. I didn't know that, but I'm so glad that Toad and Oliver became good friends indeed. But anyway, speaking of friends, there is one person who goes by the name of Chocosaurus who is just trying to get Jeremy to be tricked. Because, as you may know, it's April Fool's Day. Now, if you remember, back in 22nd of April 2026, which is early on this year from when we already just premiered that episode. Well, here's a repeated episode of Harry Jeremy. Enjoy.
What do you say? He's not a superhero, nor a poet, or a king. He doesn't drive a car or do much of anything, but he's Harry.
Scary? No, Harry.
He has no superpowers, and I've never seen him fly. No secret hideaway, and no all-seeing eye. He's just Harry.
Harry.
He's most definitely Harry.
Harry.
His name is Jeremy, and he's Harry.
Harry.
Unquestionably.
Today's the 1st of April. It only happens once a year.
And that was Harry Jeremy. Well, I'd be very happy to say that it looks like that Jeremy got deserved for what he bargained for, because Chocosaurus and his pals were laughing at him. Yeah, well, I don't think they'll be helping him anymore. But anyways, now, moving on to the next program now, and it'll be Gran. And today, there's another thing that Gran is about to grumble, and it's all about flying, and it's all about the wind as well. especially with the washing. Well, let's hope that there's no bloomers in that episode. Anyways, enjoy the episode whilst I stop myself laughing.
Hello, Gran, how are you? How'd you feel today? I just came by to see if I could be of help in any way. I always like to come and spend my time with you. We somehow seem to think of something great to do. You really are the most, I think that I can boast. You really are the most surprising Gran.
There was always something for Gran to grumble about.
And that was Gran. Yeah, so that episode was about gliding. Yeah, because so it turns out that Gran can use a paraglide. A hang glider. Woo! Yeah, that sort of thing. Now, anyways, the next program now is that we're back on dry ground from now on. And the next program is Brum. And today's episode is all about when Brum goes to the supermarket to find a very wobbly family. Yeah, and I wonder if they're going to be so clumsy about this shopping. So, can Brum help the family get through with all the shopping? Let's find out. Oh, and just to give you a heads up, it may be called Brum at a supermarket. It's otherwise known as Brum Goes Shopping.
Brum.
And that was Brum. Well, mind you, I'm so glad that he enjoyed going looking around the supermarket, and I'm also glad that he managed to help the wobbling family to take care of the shopping for themselves by trying to be careful when shopping and going near the tower, of food or drinks, like cola. And if you're wondering where was that filmed, well, it is from Birmingham, but it's actually from Co-op. The shop that, that used to become Summerfield before it turned to Co-op. But anyways, that's Brum. And the next one now, and here we go with our children's GBC premiere of Joshua Jones. And today's episode, we begin with a bit of horseplay. And I reckon it must be something to do with a horse drowning. Surely horses can't drown, can they? Let's find out.
Some people live in the country, some people live in the city or town, some people live at the top of the tower, but some people live much nearer the ground. But Joshua Jones can live wherever he goes. His boat will take him to all the nicest places he knows. Some But Joshua Jones can work wherever he goes, down by the waterside or any place the water flows. La 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 la, 'cause that's the life he knows. La 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 la, 'cause that's the life he knows.
Joshua Jones is in Grimspool today. If I end up in the canal once more, I won't have a dry thing left to wear.
Some people live in the country, some people live in the city or town, some people live at the top of the tower block, some people live much nearer the ground. But Joshua Jones can live wherever he goes, down by the waterside or any place the water flows. La 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 la, 'cause that's the life he knows.
And that was Joshua Jones. Well, so it turned out now that one horse has already just drowned and he couldn't swim. But luckily, Joshua Jones was always there to save one horse. Yeah, so anyways, I'm so glad he did. And the next one now, and sadly, this will be the very last time to air another cartoon. And it's Arthur and the Square Knights of the Round Table. And I believe that it's something to do with dragons, for one you have to be kind of. Now, if you recount the Bearson short that I made, I have already just came up with a different title, which is Be Kind to Bears Day. Well, obviously, the Knights are going to be doing the same with as long as they are being nice to dragons. But will they? Let's find out.
Arthur, the king of Camelot, he's the ring-a-ding-a-ling-a-dest king. Arthur, he likes to joust a lot, and he really makes the kingdom swing. Dragons run from Arthur's ranks, and the Black Knight hasn't a chance. If you're in trouble, send a cable to the hero of our fable, that's Arthur of Camelot. He took a sword from a stone, made a table round, took the bravest knights and sat them around. Then all of Camelot knew they really had a king. You're a king who could do darn near any old thing. Arthur, that's what the maidens call whenever they're lost or in distress. If you're locked up in the tower, he does rescues on the hour.
He's out arraying armor-plated, dragon-slaying king.
That's Arthur, Arthur, we know an Arthur, king of Camelot. That's what the maidens call whenever they're lost or in distress. If you're locked up in a tower, he does rescues on the hour.
He's out arraying armor-plated, dragon-slaying king.
That's Arthur, Arthur, we know an Arthur, king of Camelot.
The Blue Racer, and I'm sure we'll have another one on Thursday. But right now, it's now time for another double bill of Mr. Bean, the animated series, and we begin with Roadworks. And we'll have another episode of Mr. Bean later on. Now, after our another cartoon, and it's all about the Berry family, and today it's all about a certain rah-rah ruckus. Not rah-rah, wah-wah. Malcontent much? Ouch. I think, well, I'm only saying rah-rah ruckus. That's something to do with noise. But anyways, you'll find out in this cartoon. That was the Fairy Family, and I'm sure we'll have more on Thursday. But back to today on Children's GBC, we go back to Mr. Bean now, and today Mr. Bean is trying to get a new sofa. So what's going to become of the old one? Let's find out. And that was Mr. Bean the Animated Series. Well, and I'm sure we'll have more Mr. Bean up probably tomorrow. But I'm very happy to say, well, that's pretty much all the programmes that we got time for today on Children's GBC, and I'm sure that we'll be back again on Thursday, which is tomorrow. So don't miss it. Bye-bye, everyone. See you soon. Bye. You're watching GTV, and now it's time to head on down to London Studios now, where Lisa Riley will be showing off some comedy clips on video, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Lisa Riley.
Hello and welcome to the best of You've Been Framed, where we teach you the biggest fact of life. It hurts. And here's another fact. The bikini